Welcome to another episode of Acro Yoga with Super Dave. Today we'll be doing a washing machine called Ninja Star. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with what a washing machine is, it's defined as kind of a cyclic movement. It starts and ends at the same position. Okay, so you'll notice that we'll start in straddle bat and then we'll end up in straddle bat after going through a sequence of movement. For my flyer today, I have Alice over here. And we're going to take you through a few progressions before we get into Ninja Star. This will get you familiar with some of the movements necessary so that when you piece it all together, it becomes fluid and flowy. Starting off with cartwheels. If you missed out the cartwheel episode, go check that out first so that you can get some idea of what a cartwheel is. Okay, taking hand grip, and then Alice is cartwheeling in, right into straddle bat. Okay. Our first progression is called Tic Tocs. So Tic Tocs, we're going to start off by going over to my left. Alice is going to press into this hand. Okay, I'll bend this right knee, and then she presses and she draws her legs towards each other, and she'll extend that leg arm forward. Okay, from here we grab hands, come back into straddle bat. Once again, key here is not to push so hard in the hand. Focus more on bending the knee. That way her weight will shift over this way. But it's also responsible for her to draw the leg over towards the other leg. Okay, so I'll bend the knee, push in the hand. See how she draws her leg? She extends her arm forward. Okay, coming back down. So just try Tic Tocs for a few rounds. Get the hang of releasing the hands, bending the knees. Okay, once you have that down, then we're going to come into reverse bird. All the way to the ground. Okay, so we'll go from here to go hands, coming to reverse bird, just like bird, just in the opposite direction. Get very comfortable with this position, especially for the flyer. When you're turning around, you want to keep the chest lifted. We'll grab each other's hands. As much as she can, she'll try to keep her chest lifted. Right? I might have to bend my knees a little bit so I can use my hands to support her hands. As for my toes are going to be slightly pointed in. Alice is going to take her legs wide, and then she's going to anchor her weight over. I'll release the hand, and she'll tap my hand, and she goes back into reverse bird. Okay, once again, pivot, we tap, turn around, we lift, we tap, turn around, okay, and then we come back down. Okay, I'll give you guys a different angle, a different perspective on that in terms of foot positioning, so you can see. If I keep my legs straight, it's going to be hard for her to make contact with my hands, right? So I kind of draw my feet towards my head, that way I can feel firm contact with her. Then we'll shift, I turn my toes in, then we make that clap. And then we shift, and make that clap. Okay, and then all the way back down. So once you've run through those progressions, the Tic Tocs and the reverse star claps, then we'll piece everything together into the full washing machine. Okay, I'll indicate where to go by squeezing her hand. So she'll push into this hand. Other way, yep. I bend my knee, she lifts up. Then she starts to spin back. So I use my right hand to guide her. Place my toes. We make contact. Then I release the hand. Grab the foot hand. Coming back to straddle bat. Once again, I push in the hand but bend the knee a lot. She reaches back. My legs are straight so that I can feel hand contact. Bend the knee. We spin. Good. And then once you get the hang of it, then you're picking up the pace. And then back to straddle bat. Then try the opposite direction. Good, and then cartwheeling out. Perfect. Good. So give that practice. A couple of things to look for as a base. Make sure you are extending the arms. A lot of bases drop their elbows, and that way it pulls the flyers down and they're folded. You don't want the flyer to be folded because it's going to be harder to make that transition when you release hands. Okay, that ends today's episode of Acro Yoga with Super Dave. Tune in next time for our next Acro Yoga pose.